Sairam, dear brothers and sisters, what a wonderful, most uplifting 2 days we have had. Our Divine Master, Sri Sathya Sai Baba, teaches us that the way to reach the ultimate and supreme goal of human life, that is to realize our innate divinity and the divinity inherent in all creation, is to practice unity and purity, which are essential to attain enlightenment. The apparent multiplicity around us is just the many reflections of the one self, the Atman, which is our true reality. As emphasized by Swami in his discourse at the start of today's program. This conference, through an array of speakers, explored the principles and practices of seeing unity in all these manifestations as taught by Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Realization of this fundamental unity leads to purity of mind, and through this purity, we are enlightened and realize our innate divinity, that everything and everyone is divine. So purity is essential for experiencing divinity and everlasting bliss. It is not possible to experience divinity unless we are pure. In fact, Swami says that all spiritual exercises, such as selfless service, devotional activities, and education, are undertaken to purify the mind. It is, if you like, the spiritual detergent for cleansing our mind. Dear brothers and sisters, we are truly blessed to be a part of the Sri Sathya Sai International Organization, wherein as brothers and sisters, we can come together to realize the goal of life easily by following Baba's teachings and commandments. In a discourse on the 20th of October 1963, Baba said, "Practice what I teach. That is enough. That is all I ask." He redirects and guides us along the right path by his unseen influence in our lives, the ways in which he prompts us into certain actions, the experiences he arranges for us, and especially by the guidance of our inner voice. We have so much to be grateful for. We know of Baba and importantly have accepted him as our Divine Master. We have unprecedented access to authoritative teachings on the way to behave in a godly manner and how to progress on the path to liberation. And especially, we have had tangible and continuing proof of his unconditional love and direct involvement in our lives. He has said, "Take one step towards me, and I will take 100 towards you." A statement confirmed by countless devotees and by speakers in today's Choose Your Own Speaker sessions. Our duty is to see that we apply his teachings to our daily lives. We watch, for example, to see how closely we are keeping to the deep concept of truth in our words, actions, thoughts, and feelings. How close to the shining beacon of love or unity with all are we keeping? Are we maintaining harmony and peace in our homes, our centers, and among our work companions, for example? Are we guilty of any violation? If not in action, then in words or thoughts. Are we failing in any way with the laws of Dharma or right living? To the extent we keep close to those ideals, we make good progress on the spiritual journey. To the extent we fail, and there will be many failures on our journey, we ask our Divine Lord for forgiveness and try again. Like the Lord Jesus Christ, Sai Baba is a forgiving God, the very embodiment of understanding and love. The simplicity and beauty of the practical advice given by the Lord is of lasting value to all devotees engaged in spiritual advancement. It also has practical value for sustained peace and prosperity of society and the world at large. So let us engage in the study of his nectarine words, understand them through discussions, study circles, and conferences such as this, and practice them sincerely. Dear brothers and sisters, COVID-19 put paid to the planned face-to-face pre-World Conference, but our young, dynamic, and most enthusiastic organizing committee, led by Vignesh and Abhinesh, put on their collective thinking caps and pulled together this virtual conference for us all. Working tirelessly over 2 years, with many, many hours spent in meticulous planning, the team has delivered this conference complete with 2 very inspiring international guest speakers, Brother Suresh Govind and Sister Geetha Mohan Ram. Today, Sister Geetha's talk on Paramananda Ke Prasthanam, or the journey to eternal bliss, which she so eloquently narrated, simply blew me away. This was indeed the spiritual boost we needed, especially when Swami personally explained to her the deeper meaning of this journey, the requirements, the obstacles we'll face on the journey, and the importance of purifying our thoughts, words, and deeds. Trikarana Suddhi. Leading up to this conference, the team had organized monthly webinars, 17 in all, with inspiring speakers from around the globe. Key takeaways from these webinars were presented yesterday. Our thanks go to the guest speakers at these webinars who gave their time generously. Dear brothers and sisters, on behalf of all devotees in Zone 3, allow me to express our deep gratitude to our team of wonderful Sai spiritual workers who have demonstrated through precept and example what can be achieved when we work harmoniously and in unity in the Sai organization. It is this unity that has also enabled us to establish and operate successfully Sai schools, institutes of Sathya Sai education, medical units, humanitarian relief units, and of course, Sai centers, groups, and regions in all countries of Zone 3. The presentations yesterday and today by our National Council presidents, Brothers Indrapalan, Murali, and Sharvek, and updates from our zonal young adult leaders, Sudha and Nalini, gives us a good snapshot of the wonderful work being carried out in our zone. I must also congratulate our young adult MCs who coordinated the program over the last 2 days with distinction. I trust everyone enjoyed the proceedings of this conference. With the motivation and inspiration generated at this conference, let us all resolve to move forward with unity, achieve purity, and experience divinity in this very life. Jivan Mukti. Thank you all for your participation in this conference. Jai Sai Ram.